We're watching the Lions, and my biggest takeaway from the late afternoon window is how their opponents for next week look. That's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are making plays in just about every facet of the game right now. And I think you're seeing it in the way they're able to win a lot of these close games. And it feels like every week they are in a white knuckler. In fact, this week, being able to beat the Niners by 2 possessions, it's the first 2-possession game of their season thus far. They come back against the Eagles, it fell short. They had a shootout with the Seahawks last week where they won. The week before the Eagles game, there was the Jets game, the Texans. Every one of them have been close. Even this one was, as they always are with the Niners, a bare-knuckle brawl at the end. What I really like about where the Bucs are is the resilience that they've shown dealing with the injuries they're dealing with. No Bucky Irving, no Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans, no problem. They're able to rely on guys like Tej Johnson down the roster. And I've said this a bunch when it comes to where the Bucs are. It's the depth and the amount of homegrown people they have in their roster that allows them to withstand this stuff. Their offensive line was in tatters earlier in the year, and they were able to manage that. With all the injuries that they have, again, Evans, Godwin, Tristan Wirfs to start the year. They had all kinds of moving parts on their offensive line. To be where they're at right now, at 5-1 going to Detroit next Monday night, really a testament to what they built there. And then there's the MVP candidate, and that's Baker Mayfield, who I think is playing at as high a level as any quarterback in football right now. I talked to Todd Bowles just a minute ago, actually, as they were getting ready to leave the stadium. And Todd told me that just the fact that Baker is in the same offense in back-to-back years, and remember, he's played in a million different offenses going back to college, right? Just the fact that he's in the same offense in back-to-back years has given him the ability to really build on last year's success, take ownership of it, and that's part of why they're able to rely on some of their younger guys like Tej Johnson with the spectacular touchdown catch today, because Baker can now be the teacher. Baker can now be the guy who's going out there and telling them, and it was an adjustment that wound up generating that touchdown. So again, Baker Mayfield, an MVP candidate. That Buccaneers team, again, they've been in the playoffs 5 years in a row, but have they been at that Super Bowl level the last few years? Maybe not, but I think they're getting back there now. And we'll find out a little bit more about them next week in Detroit.